boys and girls. Today we are looking at the subject basic science, and in basic science the topic we are considering today is an interesting topic, which is water cycle. If I may ask, what is water? We all know what water is. Primarily, we've been told that water is a colorless, odorless and tasteless liquid that we drink, use for other domestic purposes. Water is also defined as a universal solvent, a liquid that dissolves almost all other things. Alright, with that, what are the sources of water? Where do we get our water from? That is another thing we have learned before now. Okay, we are measuring, I can hear you talking about or measuring the borehole, tap, stream, rivers. Is somebody measuring rain? Yes. Rain is also a source of water. And rain is one of the aspects of our lesson this day. Alright, then what is this water cycle all about? What is water cycle? Water cycle is defined as the continuous movement of water from the earth's surface into the sky and back to the earth again. I repeat, water cycle is continuous movement of water from the earth's surface into the atmosphere and back to the earth again. So water leaves the earth surface into the atmosphere, and after a while it comes back to us again as water. Then this movement of water continuously is what we refer to as water cycle. Water cycle is not controlled by man, it's a natural process of recycling water. What do I say? Water cycle is a natural process of recycling water. It is made by God. And this process has really helped us to have enough quantity of water sufficient for life on earth. If God did not make it like that, we wouldn't have been having enough water to use. So water cycle is very, very important to life on earth, please. Alright, let me write it down. Water cycle is a natural process that helps to maintain the quantity of water on earth. The cycle is very, very important. It has helped to help us on earth to have enough quantity of water. Alright, what are the processes involved in water cycle? The processes involved in water cycles are the evaporations, the condensations, and what is called precipitation. That is water droplet coming back to us after it has gone into the atmosphere. So the processes in water cycle I have mentioned. What is this evaporation? So the process is evaporation. Number 2 is condensation. And number 3 is precipitation. Alright, we are going to take them one by one. What is evaporation? Evaporation is the process in which water changes into water vapor, or what is called gas. I take that again. Evaporation already is, this should be as a revision to us because we've been taught of it before in our previous class. Evaporation is the process in which water changes into vapor or gas. Then what is condensation? Condensation is nothing but a process in which water vapor changes back to water. That's the liquid form of water. The vapor now goes back to what? Liquid. That's condensation. While precipitation is the form, or is any form or all of the form that water falls from the atmosphere into the earth. This evaporation we are talking about now, what makes it possible? What makes water to evaporate? Evaporation is caused, evaporations of water is mainly caused by solar energy. We have learned forms of energy in our previous classes. So you know when we are talking about solar energy, we are talking about the sun. Energy gotten from the sun or derived from the sun. So it is this energy from the sun that heats up waters in the streams, rivers, lakes, oceans, ponds. Now when the sun heats the water changes to vapor and the vapor rises into the air. I have said that the evaporations of water from the earth's surface into the sky is caused by solar energy. Now this water that evaporates goes into the air, that's the atmosphere, and meets a polar body. When the vapor goes into the air, it meets a polar body because we've been made to understand that the higher we go up into the atmosphere, the colder we will feel. So when the vapor rises into the air and meets the polar body in the water in the air, the vapor now turns back to liquid. And that liquid is what we see in the sky as cloud. Alright. Then after the condensations, when the cloud becomes heavy, it falls back to us as rain, dew, or snow that we always see sometimes. Rains from the streams, rivers, oceans, lakes, plants, etc. you'll be asking, how does water evaporate from plants? Water evaporates from plants through a process called transpiration. That's telling us that even plants don't have water. If you check the leaves of plants in the early hour of the day, you will notice that there has some water on the leaves. And after a while, the water will be no more there. Apart from that, plants also release water that may not be seen with the physical eyes. And it is all through the process called transpiration. So plants, water evaporates from plants through a process called transpiration. All right, then we have to look at the condensation. I have told us that condensation is nothing but a process. I have explained it earlier, then I'm going to put it down for us. Condensation is a process in which water vapor, sometimes you see mommy boils water, and you see a kind of a smoke. Is that what you always see? Yes, you see a smoke. That's not smoke, it is called water vapor coming out from the kettle. And if you mistakenly take your hands to touch the kettle or play with the vapor, you may end up injuring yourself at that time. So that gas that comes out when we boil water is called vapor, water vapor. Now, condensation is a process in which that vapor we see, you now come back or turns into water. So condensation of water is a process in which water vapor turns into liquid. That's water vapor. You know, if you don't call it water vapor, you call it gas. Turns into liquid. That's what condensation is. Then precipitation, I have told us that it is any or all of the forms precipitation. Precipitation is any or all of the forms in which water falls, from the atmosphere. Such as rain, snow, dew, hail, etc. Alright, these are the few processes involved in water cycle. Then, before we summarize, we want to look at rain formation. Remember, I have told us that the rain formation is an important aspect of water cycle. We have seen how water goes into the air, that's the atmosphere, in the form of water vapor, then condenses. Remember, I have told us that the condensed water, do we see water vapor? No. You may see a stream, you may see a river. In as much as there is heat from the sun, that water we see in the stream, even the one in the lake, it is changing to vapor. You may not see the vapor. And the vapor keep rising up into the atmosphere, which we cannot see. I've told us that it is made by God and controlled by God. It's a natural process. Remember, I've said that. Alright, now this rain, how does it form? Briefly, that's what we want to look at. So we are going to talk about rain formation. formation is very, very important in water cycle. So also is cloud formation. That is very, very important for rain to be formed. Now it is this process that we have considered already that are involved. So I just want to quickly go through it again. First, the major source of energy in water or rain formation is the sun. In water cycle and rain formation, it is the sun that supplies heat. In case you are asked, the major source of heat in water cycle or rain formation, remember it is we get the heat from the sun. Just as mommy would use a cooker or a stove to heat up water. So the stove or the cooker, they represent the sun that heats water in the streams, rivers, lakes, and the rest of the water bodies. So rain formation, before we conclude. So the stages in rain formations, number one, we talk about stages in rain formation. The heat, that's number one. The heat from the sun causes water to evaporate. Now, when the heat causes the water to evaporate, I have told us that the next stage is the water vapor, the rising water vapor now goes into the atmosphere. So number two, the rising water vapor goes into the atmosphere. Now when this rising water vapor goes into the atmosphere, remember I have told us that it will meet a cooler air up there in the atmosphere. So that's the next stage. When it meets the cooler air, what happens to it? I have said that before. Yes, and can you tell what happens to the rising water vapor that meets the cooler air in the atmosphere? It condenses. The vapor condenses into droplets of water, which form cloud. It is the rising water vapor into the atmosphere that condenses to form cloud. Let me ask, have you seen cloud in the sky before? Yes, even now if you look outside, you see cloud in the air. They condense water that has already turned into cloud, returns to the earth as rain, dew, snow, etc. True? Remember, what is that process called? Through a process. Can you remember? I said it before. Through a process called precipitation. Alright. We have seen, so you can now explain how rain forms. There is no one that makes rain. Sometimes we are deceived that there are rain markers. There are no rain markers. Rain falling is a natural process. It is made by God. Alright, let's see if we can sketch a diagram to see how it all happened. I'm sorry, cycle. Please, I apologize that our apparatus is locked up in our lab and the person in charge of lab is not here. Sketch of water cycle. So, this is the sun that provides the solar energy. Then we have the river or the stream, any of the water bodies there. This is the land. We have some trees on the land. Alright. Now water evaporates from the stream or river. So that's evaporation taking place. And the evaporated water is called, what causes water to evaporate is the sun. Now this water that evaporates, you now form cloud. That is the cloud that has formed. Remember, we said that the trees also send out water into the atmosphere through a process called transpiration. That's water from that leaves the tree into the atmosphere. Then when the cloud has formed, that's the condensed water vapor, it comes back to us as rain. We do fetch the rainwater or dew. Water will also fall. The water cycle. Rain falls. You can see how the processes go. The rain fall into the river, into stream, and it also fall on the land. All the water will make its way to the river. The sun from the heat from the sun causes evaporation to take place. Now this evaporated water, as it goes into the atmosphere, form cloud. This is the cloud. Trees also release water into the atmosphere through a process called transpiration. Now this cloud, which is the droplet of water vapor that has condensed, finally come back to us on earth as rain. So you can see the rain falling. The process continues. That is why it is called continuous movement of water from the earth into the atmosphere. Alright, with this we've come to the end. We have come to the end of the lesson today. I believe you enjoyed the lesson. But before we call it a day, we just want to have a few questions for our take-home activities. Three processes in water cycle. All right, with this, We have come to the end of our today's lesson. All right, it's been me, Mrs. Comfort Bassey, and I say bye for now.